Hi guys, Alex Taylor here, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new Callaway Steelhead XR iron. Well then guys, the Callaway Steelhead XR iron. So it's a big old chunky head, very reminiscent of XR and XR16, but we've got a new generation of Cup 360. So it's going to be even more forgiving, even more ball speed on miss hits. The polymer insert in the back has got a little bit of steel in there as well, so that's going to lower the centre of gravity, helping get the ball up in the air. And as you move through the irons, there's a progressive centre of gravity that's going to help launch the ball up and keep the spin up even on those short irons, which has probably been a criticism of some of the models in the last few years, is that the spin's been a little bit on the low side with those short clubs. Right then guys, so we're going to hit 5 real balls on GC2, so closed data. It's very windy down here at Lytham Golf Academy, which is where I've just moved to. So my new home, where we're doing all my videos on club reviews, but also doing some course vlogs down at St Anne's Old Links. But like I said, 5 real balls, Callaway Steelhead XR, 7 iron, 2 degrees upright, stiff shaft. Now, I'm old enough to remember when Steelhead was first around, and obviously XR and XR16 are the previous couple of models. So I think there's similarities with how it looks between this and XR16. Nice polished finish behind the ball, but still that very, very big chunky top line. So I've not even hit any shots with this, so I've got a level of expectation off XR16, but let's hit some shots, see how it performs. So setting off a little bit right, very, very high for a 7 iron, pitching just around 170 carry, and kind of as you'd expect if you've hit the last couple of models, it's very loud. Very, very loud off the face. Feels like it's going a long, long way. A little bit towards the toe, turning over a fraction more, so very, very high. Been a couple of yards, but just turning over, so 168. And again, you know, very loud off the face. You know you're going to get lots and lots of ball speed. Third shot. Make sure the head's completely tight. So just using the fitting iron that we've got down here at Lytham. So third shot. A little bit bottomy. So it'll be interesting to see on a miss hit how that performs. Still pretty good. Fairly accurate. 166. And for me, I can see the numbers as they're coming up on GC2. Even the ones that I'm not hitting great seem to be going very, very close to the good ones. Good strike, it's not quite turning over, but felt good. Again, 168 carry. So it hits it high, you know, is it long? We'll have a look at the numbers in a minute. Not necessarily convinced it's the most powerful 7 iron Callaway I've ever made. Again, a little bit pushy. Not quite shaping back, but again, very high. Didn't feel quite as good a strike. 162. Okay guys, so mixed bag. I don't think they were the best 5 swings I've ever put on it, but equally we don't necessarily need a club to see when I'm just absolutely ripping it how it goes. Let's look at some numbers off GC2 and see exactly how the Callaway Steelhead XR iron performs. So we can see guys, not reading too much into club head speed because no HMT getting used, but ball speed at just under 122, so they're all fairly consistent despite the ones that didn't feel as good. What was very, very good for me was with a 7 iron spinning at 7,100, so good spin rates. Hit it high, probably a little higher than I would normally hit it with 7 iron, 36 yards off the floor with an average carry of 166. So Not the longest I've tested, but very, very consistent, and you know, some good numbers for a 7-iron. Right guys, so we'll look at the numbers, and like I said, probably not the longest 7-iron I've ever hit. I mean, it's not short. Getting out nearly 170 carry, it's not short by any means. I think if you've loved XR and XR16, this is definitely something you want to be trying. I think a bit more forgiving than the previous models. Still that very loud noise. Some guys will love that because it really does feel the ball's kind of rocketing off the face. Probably not something that I would have in my bag. I think for me, this is very much aimed at the guys who want a bit more distance, want to get the ball up in the air, maybe hit the ball a little bit higher. So if you're guys that are looking for that with irons, Callaway XR, Steelhead XR is definitely something you should be looking to try. I mean, all in all, is it a progression from the last few years? Yeah, I think you're only talking about tiny little changes year to year, but I was pretty impressed with that. So let's hit one last shot. So yeah, it's big, it's brash, it's loud, it hits the ball pretty decent distance, and it hits it high. And it's very forgiving. Is that going to tick a lot of boxes for a lot of guys? Absolutely hugely. So guys, as ever, really appreciate you taking the time watching my videos. Leave any comments below. You may already have Steelhead XR in the bag. If you have, let me know why you've changed. If you're looking for irons, you know, leave comments as to why you might be going to look at these. But as ever, subscribe to the channel if you don't already. Hopefully catch up with you, some of you guys down here at Lytham Golf Academy in the future. Stay in contact.